Hello and welcome to this wonderful world of Indian medicinal science. We are here right in Goa, a place which is so very well known for its beaches, temples, churches, etc. But it's also bestowed by the nature with wonderful Indian medicinal herbs, which are so very well recognized in Ayurveda. The word Ayurveda is derived from two Sanskrit words, Ayu, which means life, and Veda, which means science. So effectively, it is science of life. The legend goes that sometimes between 2nd and 3rd millennia before Christ, which is almost about 5,000 years ago, a conclave or conference was called for in Himalayan caves by some of the great sages of India, which was organized by Athreya Punarvasu, one of the founders of this Ayurveda. And what they really did was they wanted to address to two distinct issues. A is why the people become old and why they are suffering. So how to bring down the human sufferings and how to increase the age. The average age span at that time was just 28 years or so. So they wanted to see how it can be done. So there was a conclave and all the invitees who were experts in their field from various parts of the country came there and sat for about 2 years. And then they just talked about what they have been doing in their place for specific ailments. And today's Ayurveda is essentially a culmination and collation and collection of all this work, which was communicated by way of Sanskrit verses from generation to generation till 100 BC, when Charaka, one of those again founders and the proponent of Ayurveda, decided to write down the entire text. After undertaking clinical trials, and the institution of Charaka for 500 years, between 100 BC to 400 AD, undertook trials on about 25 generations. So out of those 700 medicinal herbs which we had discussed in that conclave in Himalayas, today's Ayurveda, which we talk about, is limited to about 300 to 350 plant species. Till around 100 AD, this particular science really developed very well in this country. As a consequence, this whole science got limited only to the temple premises where the private priests were just about doing it in all confidentiality, this particular science. Thereafter, after various invasions on this country, this science took a backseat. And the individual invaders essentially brought their own sciences. Like Unani was brought by Mughals, allopathic science came from the Western Europe, homeopathic science came from Europe, and this science, Ayurveda, the original Indian medicinal science, took a backseat. Only after last 50 years, especially after independence, it has been further given a lot of impetus, and as a consequence today, you have various health centers which have been giving the treatment with Indian medicinal herbs. Some 5,000 years ago, when most of the world was taking early tentative steps towards civilization, here in India, we were already in the process of writing the first ever textbook on the Indian medicinal science. The other major problem which was addressed to in this conference was how to essentially prevent the diseases all along, all throughout the lifetime. So the body was really given all the rejuvenation so that body itself would become an excellent medicine to overcome all types of diseases. Now let's look at what is Vibha, what it is doing, and what are its various activities, and how different it is from many of the other Ayurvedic companies. Vibha Natural Products Limited is a multifaceted company with headquarters in Bombay. Keeping in mind the need to propagate the intrinsic values of Ayurveda, we at Vibha have essentially come out with products with the state-of-art technology. We grow our own herbs, which is so very essential for standardizing the final finished products. We do research in herbal plants, and also we have been packing, finishing the products and exporting them. So what are the specific USPs of this company? One of the specific USP of the company is, since most of the herbs are grown at the farm under the control of botanists and the agricultural scientists, there is a standardization from batch to batch because all the herbs get the same treatment year after year. They get the same water management treatment, the same soil, same type of seeds, the same fertilizer management. As a consequence, you get year after year the same quality of the herbs, and this is distinctly different from many of the other products which are made by other companies, because you are required to be dependent on the raw material and the herbs which are available in the market. And since they are picked up from the market, perhaps there is no possibility of having consistency in the quality of the raw material. And if the raw materials are not consistent, obviously even the finished products will not be consistent. It is therefore absolutely essential that we have our own plantation of medicinal herbs. So today, essentially we are going to show you a range of various medicinal herbs which we grow in our farm. Since they are all 100% herbal products, there are no addiction, there are no side effects, and there are no synthetic chemicals. All products are 100% herbal. Now let's look at the individual products in our range of 100% natural products. Products which are made only from herbs with no synthetic chemicals. Let's get started. Now let's talk about Cough-X 100% herbal cough syrup. This cough syrup, in addition to having Solanum xanthocarpum as one of the bronchodilators, it also contains Piper nigrum, which is right here, and Ocimum sanctum tulsi. Now, one of the major differences between this cough syrup and any other cough syrup is it does contain bronchodilator, but it does not contain alcohol, nor it contains any sedatives. So even during the course of the day, if you are required to take a cough syrup, you could have it because it would not induce you to sleep. You can still have cough syrup and go for a drive. Piper nigrum belongs to Piperaceae family, and in Sanskrit it is known as Maricha. In Hindi it is known as Kali Mirch. This plant is indigenous in India to Coorg and Kerala, and also to entire South India, and also grows widely in Malaysia, South America, Indonesia, etc. Pepper contains volatile oil, the crystalline alkaloids, piperin, piperidine, etc. It is used in sore throats and cold. It is also used commonly as a culinary seasoning. Other important ingredient in cough syrup is Ocimum sanctum. Ocimum sanctum is tulasi. In Sanskrit it is known as vrinda. The plant is considered to be sacred in India, particularly the leaves. It grows all over India and is commonly planted in front of the house in many states. Antimicrobial activity of the essential oil has shown that all the bacteria and fungi are eliminated. A tea prepared with the leaves of tulsi is commonly used therefore in cough, cold and mild indigestion. Now let's talk about Kuntala Ayurvedic herbal hair oil. One of the major ingredients of it being Brahmi. Brahmi is known as Centella asiatica in botanical terms. It is a beautiful little creeping herb. Brahmi powder is used by Indian people since Vedic ages. According to Indian Ayurvedic text, it helps students to enhance their memory and get relief from mental stress. Powder of Brahmi is done by collecting fresh leaves or the whole plant of Brahmi. The whole plant is then washed, dried in shade to preserve its active volatile component for getting lost, and then grounded to a powder. Brahmi powder is recommended to people who have difficulty concentrating because of mental turbulence. It facilitates the acquisition, consolidation, retention and recall of learnt tasks. Brahmi powder can be combined with various other herbs like tulsi, amla in an oil infusion to massage the scalp, which is said to strengthen the hair roots. Regular use of Brahmi helps in relieving the stress levels. Brahmi is best used in combination with amla, shikakai, neem, bhringaraj and tulsi powders. When used in combination, steep all of the herbs in coconut oil and then strain the same and apply on the scalp, the way it is recommended in Kuntala hair oil. Brahmi powder is very much useful to help improve protein activity and protein synthesis, especially the brain cells, which can increase intelligence, longevity and memory. The powder can be packed in capsules the way we have shown, and ideal medicine for enhancing the memory. Regular use of Brahmi capsules twice a day help in relieving the stress levels and also ensure good sleep and better growth of hair. This is lemongrass citronella. Oil of this is used in Kuntala hair oil. Mimosa pudica belongs to Mimosaceae family. In Sanskrit it is known as Lajalu. Also in Hindi it is known as Lajalu. The parts used of these as medicinal herb are roots, leaves and seeds. Several studies have shown several microchemical substances involved in the contractility of the leaves. A clinical study showed that the plant is well tolerated. The medicinal use of the plant Mimosa pudica dates back to Charaka and Sushruta. The plant is commonly used for bleeding disorders like menorrhagia, dysentery with blood, mucus and piles. The root powder or decoction is used. The juice of freshly crushed leaves is used internally and externally in piles. The indications are menorrhagia, piles, minor skin wounds and diarrhea. This creeper is essentially Celestus paniculata. In Sanskrit it is known as Jyotishmati, or in Hindi it is known as Malkangni. This is a creeper which grows with the support of other trees. It gives flowers in the month of June, and by September you have good fruits. The fruits contain celestine and paniculatin and other aromatic oils which are wonderful for rheumatic pains, arthritis, muscles, knee joint pains and many other such muscular pains. This is used as one of the major components in our product Laftaf massage oil. This is Hemidesmus indicus, which is also known as Anantmur. In Sanskrit it is known as Sariva. This is a creeper basically, it's not a tree by itself. This creeper goes again like Celestus paniculata with the support of other trees. It is an excellent diuretic. It is one of the major components of our Brahmi tea. This is Hibiscus rosa sinensis, which is popularly known as shoe flower. The entire flower along with calyx and corolla are used as humidifier and conditioner both in hair oils as well as in shampoos. It is a 100% conditioner, the only one available in the plant species. This is Adathoda vasica. It belongs to Acanthaceae family. In Sanskrit it is known as Vasa and in Hindi Adulsa. The parts of the plant which are used are leaves, roots, flowers and stem bark. It is a small evergreen subherbaceous bush. The leaves of the plant contain an essential oil called vaccinin. This is a bronchodilator and the leaf extract has been used for treatment of bronchitis and asthma for many centuries. It relieves cough and breathlessness. It is also prescribed commonly in Ayurveda for bleeding, etc. This is one of the major ingredients in our cough X. This is Melia azadiracta. It is also synonymous with Azadiracta indica. In Sanskrit it is known as Nimba, in Hindi it is known as Neem, and the parts used are bark, occasionally root bark, leaves, flowers, fruits, seeds, kernel, oil from seeds, exudate or gum and sap. This works as insecticide as well as bactericide, and hence it is one of the major components of our Kuntala Ayurvedic hair oil, as also of Nimolis, which is a lice killing hair oil. The preparation for use in skin and oral care have been used extensively for a long time. The dry leaves are also used in preserving the grain. Skin allergy has not been reported. Actually, neem is used for skin allergic conditions in Ayurveda. Diabetes mellitus, this is an ancillary agent. Also, fungal, bacterial and other skin infections and eczema are overcome with the use of the oil of this particular medicinal plant. This is the tree of Amla, one of those evergreen fruits in entire Ayurveda. Right from the age of Charaka, this tree has found and this plant has found a special mention. This tree is also known as Phyllanthus umbilica or Umbilica officinalis in Latin language. Amla is a fruit like this, and we have been using this in Kuntala Ayurvedic hair oil, Kuntala Herbal shampoo as well as in Kuntala Shikakai shampoo. We also offer amla because this can be desiccated, dried, pulverized and made into powder. So this becomes a natural source of vitamin C, and we encapsulate them to form amla capsules. They are required, they are desired for overcoming cough and cold because vitamin C is what is required to overcome this. This is amla, which is rich in vitamin C. With harda and behada, it forms triphala, which is one of those most important ingredients in entire Ayurveda. It contains highly rich vitamin C, which is sodium citrate, and it can be used as an antioxidant, wonderful for longevity of hair and prevention of aging. If it is dried and pulverized and put into capsules, you could then think of making capsules like amla capsules. And one capsule a day could ensure prevention of fall of hair as also prevention of cold, cough and bronchitis. This tree is Pterocarpus marsupium, which belongs to Leguminaceae family. The Sanskrit name for this tree is Bijak and Hindi name is Bibla or Vijayasar. This tree has extremely great importance in Ayurvedic science. Bhava Mishra, one of those early proponent of Ayurveda, has described this as a useful medicine for prameha, which is diabetes. This is a common tree growing in central, western and southern parts of India and Sri Lanka. It was also cultivated as a source of quinoa. The bark contains epicatechin, which is a reddish brown coloring matter. The heartwood yields flavones, marsupial and other isoflavonoids, which are extremely good to prevent diabetes. A clinical trial with Vijayasar after meals was carried out in 200 diabetic patients. Hypoglycemic activity was observed with no side effects. This product is one of the major ingredients in our Pteronim, which is a 50-50 combination of Pterocarpus marsupium powder and neem leaves powder. The bark of this tree, Pterocarpus marsupium, is very rich in epicatechin. Epicatechin is one of those ingredients which is a hypoglycemic agent, and hence it is used in diabetes. Now if you put a cut here, immediately you will get to see the red epicatechin oozing out. Citrus maulingaceae, which is an excellent, it has great perfume, a nice appetizer, and also used in hair oils such as Vaishali hair oil as a perfuming agent. These are ashwagandha capsules. Ashwagandha botanically is known as Withania somnifera. This is a dunal kind of species where the roots are so very powerful and rejuvenating. All what we have to do is at the end of 2 years of plantation, you take out the roots, wash them, sun dry, pulverize, make capsules. A capsule a day of 450 milligrams does wonders to your rejuvenation. It keeps you fit and it keeps you healthy and you could be as active as ever. This is Valina pea cream. We have earlier seen Valina pea in the form of face pack. This product is in the cream form. It helps to eliminate pimples. 4 applications over a period of 4 days would ensure that the pimples are eliminated without any scar or marks. It has amongst other things chandan, which is the white chandan. Then we have sariva, anantmul. We have mesua feria, which is nagkesha. And we have several other ingredients to ensure that your pimples are eliminated without even leaving any marks. The other product in the whole range is another cream, which is Valina W. The W stands for wrinkle, so it is an anti-wrinkle face cream. It's customer friendly, easy to apply, and it has once again amongst other things white chandan, which is Santalum album. Then it has Hemidismus indicus, which is sariva. It has mesua feria. Then it has nagkesha and several other very important ingredients like vacha, acarus calamus and others. All what you have to do is apply it and within about half an hour wash it off. Your wrinkles disappear and you look younger, fresher. This is Vaishali hair oil. Vaishali hair oil is made from again very important herbs such as amla, brahmi, bhringraj, neem oil and several other ingredients. It helps to eliminate dandruff. It also helps to eliminate premature graying and is one of the best products by inducing reasonably good sleep at night, which is so very important to ensure full growth of hair. This is Vijaya Body Massager. This oil is an ideal application just before bath. It tones up your muscles and also makes you feel relaxed. This contains one of the major ingredients, of course, is sesame oil, which is a rubefacient, which helps you to relax your muscles, and it also contains Jyotishmati, which is Celestus paniculata, which also helps you to tone down the muscles and also ensure that there is no pain in any of the muscles. So at the end of the day, when you apply this, allow it to dry on your body for about half an hour and then take bath, you feel really relaxed. We'll now talk about Kuntala hair treatment formula, which is a herbal shampoo. A herbal shampoo which contains, in addition to amla, which is rich in vitamin C, which helps you to strengthen the roots of the hair, it has brahmi, which helps you to feel relaxed and feel cool. Bhringraj, which ensures premature graying of hair. It has neem, which acts as a fungicide, as also it eliminates all the insects, the lice and its eggs. It also has henna, which is an excellent bactericide and a fungicide. It also has other perfumes which are natural. So it is 100% herbal product. A most ideal product for oily hair. It's also very ideal for being used before and after hair dyeing, because a lot of hair dye remains after oxidation and it requires to be removed thoroughly and cleansed, otherwise the hair becomes stiff. And this is one of the reasons why this product is so very good, because it can cleanse the entire surface of the hair. So after hair dyeing or before hair dyeing, this is a very ideal shampoo. A herbal shampoo which is 100% herbal. This is Kuntala Shikakai hair treatment formula. Essentially what it means is Kuntala Shikakai shampoo. Why it is known as Shikakai shampoo? Because it contains Shikakai, which is Acacia conchina. Now in addition to Shikakai, it also has Rita, which is natural soap. Shikakai and Rita put together give great tannins. They have almost, Shikakai has almost about 12% tannin. So as a consequence, the dirt particle size becomes bigger and it becomes easier to wash. So Shikakai is one of those most important ingredients in washing of hair. Rita gives natural soap with pH of 7, so it's absolutely neutral and it is neither alkaline nor acidic. A shampoo which is so very ideal for dry hair, especially in winter when the hair becomes stiff and dry. This washing is the most ideal washing with 100% herbal shampoo. It is 100% natural, so there are no side effects, there is no itching, and there are no synthetic chemicals in the entire shampoo. This is Nimolis Herbal Lice Killing Oil. There will be hardly any lice killing oils which are 100% herbal, but this is one of them. This contains, amongst other things, neem in its purest form. Now what really happens is, it not only eliminates lice at the end of application overnight, but it also ensures that the eggs are not hatched. So as a consequence, further multiplication or increase of lice is eliminated. All what you have to do is take adequate quantity in your palm, apply it right to the scalp, keep it overnight. Wash it off the next day morning. It is easy to wash because there are herbal emulsifying agents which are added to it to make it easily washable and hence consumer friendly. One application overnight and almost 90–95% of your lice are eliminated for sure.